Okay, that's a little disturbing looking. Nope, not that page. This page. Doing a little bit different today. I went ahead and checked all of them out first. A lot of them are really bad. I did find a couple good ones. For the most part, we're gonna enjoy the really bad ones. So these are Final Fantasy character quizzes. And I'm gonna take them, make fun of them the whole way, and see what results I get. Just cause... I like that one. I mean, mostly I just like motorcycles. There's two options, but I don't like Tron and the weird glowy neon shit. I'll go with this one. It looks cool. It's not a Kawasaki Ninja, but it'll work. I don't know. I weightlift, I listen to music, I like technology, I like reading. I like video games. I love books and art because I draw a lot. Which anime do you think is the best? This is literally just a sword. That's not even an anime. I do really like Death Note. What is this sword? Is that Berserk? I think it's Berserk. I can't tell. I'll go for it. None of these are quite what I would do. Raw power of epic combos. Just, I'm so angry you hurt my friend. Limit break, limit break, limit break. Repeatedly. I do tend to use swords whenever I play a game, and I do have a couple practice swords, so I'll go with sword. I tend not to have healing focus unless it's necessary. Realistically speaking, I would get whatever was there out of the way first and then do first aid. Because I know first aid. But... self-improvement. Forget reading. See, I like manga, but I really tend to read horror novels a lot. Even the manga I read are typically horror, but I like Stephen King. I like Boba Fett. In the extended universe, in the books, he was in the Sarlacc pit like 3 different times. He survived it 3 different times, that's kind of badass. Out of these... sorry, gotta go with my main. Why is it all Kanto region? My favorite starter is Quilava. These ones are coming out to be more serious than I thought. I kinda like vampires, not gonna lie. I'm gonna end up getting Vincent or some shit. I don't think I wear a whole lot of anything other than black. Maybe purple. Sometimes blue. Is there a question, or do I just pick an aesthetic? I kinda like mountains a lot. I mean, I live pretty close to mountains. Woo. I called it. Aim high and rarely miss. Yeah, sure. I mean, the rest of it I can kind of see. Except for this part. I draw, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm good at it. What do I prefer to wear? Oh yeah, I was looking through this one and these questions are pretty bad. They're all really obvious who they're aiming at, but I'm gonna try my best to do it seriously. What do I prefer to wear? Just the casual? I don't think I ever go in public dressed casually. I always have, like, bracelets all up this arm, spiked bracelet on this arm, gloves, and rings everywhere, like 15 necklaces, a belt, maybe 2 belts if I'm feeling a little frisky, 4 collars. Sometimes I add vests over top of other vests and or tank tops, just to layer things a little. Somewhat fancy. I mean, I'd wear a cloak. I have one in there. I could totally put that on. I would totally wear a cape in public. That's what the Renaissance Fair is for, though. I'll go with somewhat fancy. I always do wear a lot of random shit. Goldenrod. I think that means blonde. So my natural color is probably the closest to blonde, but it's not blonde. They just don't have red listed anywhere. I like to spike it when I'm going places, but my hair gel doesn't work right now, so I haven't been able to recently. I spent $5 on the damn thing, and it doesn't hold. It doesn't. I'm so mad. Weapon. Okay, it's pretty obvious at this point who it's aimed towards, but I'm gonna go with the Buster Sword. I've always had a thing for ridiculous anime weapons. I mean, my dream sword is a claymore that's, like, not historically accurate and way too big to actually fucking wield, so. I like motorcycles. My dream vehicle is a Kawasaki Ninja. Maybe a spider, though. I like spiders. Have a funeral and cry. I tend to get really hung up on things, so. Eh. This option, though. Don't know, depends. I have blue. Yeah, I tend not to really mind things that aren't related to someone I care about, but if it's someone I care about responsible for them, then I care. Not really care. Out of all of these, yeah. Because with August there's 2 months difference, with November it's literally the following month. Doubt it. Anything. I like to play Red Mage. And sadness. See, I like the single shoulder idea, because then having my well, not technically my dominant hand, I'm ambidextrous, but I use it more just because I used to get in trouble at school for 53%, huh? Mysterious and confused. Oh, I relate to the confused part. Pretty much most people had that one, though. So, I like having my hand that I use the most because of, again, being forced to. But since I use it more, I like having it free so I can do things, and I usually, whenever I have anything heavy that I have to carry, I hold it on this side. And I would probably cover my shoulders anyway, because it's a pretty easy point to go for if you're going for someone who uses a sword. Like, chop off the arm clean right there, and then they can't Or like over here, they can't do it anymore. I mean, you cut off the opposite arm. If they dual wield, they can't use that hand for that. And then temporarily, unless they go get anything, like cutting off my left arm would throw off my balance so much I wouldn't be able to swing my right one as well. It's still a problem. Usually story. I mean, the pretty backgrounds and the really cool fighting styles and the music are nice too, but oh come on, you can't not go with the Knights of the Realm. I like being overpowered. Just a little. I mean, they don't all get experience if they aren't all up. That's why you just summon Phoenix, and then you can revive everyone and kill the boss in one shot. I wanna go fight people. I will fight anyone. I need to make a trip. You'd rather do it... Oh, fuck yes. I want to be like Saber in the fucking Fate series with her little black motorcycle, just Iris Veil in the background, like, you drive too crazy, I hate it when you're on this thing. That is my dream. Need a job. I'd rather be... I guess Knight. I want Red Mage. I'd have to hear more about it. Can we just shut up and fight already? I don't like speeches. I don't like being speeched at. Fight me. I don't want to look like I'm a cloud again. I carry a big sword. Give me a second. Don't care much for chit chat. Not particularly. No, chit chat gets kind of boring. It is nice when people get right into the point. Okay. That's my favorite color. Purple. I like swords. She means nothing to me. I'd probably try to help her. I like to isolate myself, but yeah. No. Not too badly though. Or just whenever I get really bad social burnout, I walk off to the library and do something else. I can be pretty uncaring though. Fighting them all at once. I will knock common sense back into your head. Any of these. And again, I could get this one if I... Maybe I could get both of those out of... I have a couple things, and... To be fair, the person I want to be forgiven by is myself. Because I've done some things that I regret way too much. And the people that were involved don't hold it against me, but I hold it against me. So I feel like if I forgave myself, I'd be happier. And if I was happier, I'd feel like everything was less meaningless. So, I think the root of it would all come down to this. I am taking this way too fucking seriously. I am not supposed to be taking this shit seriously. Outer space. Yeah, it's called no oxygen and death. I'd like to go live up in the mountains in a little cabin, away from people. I don't know, I get quiet and I get tough quite a bit. Strange too. I'm gonna go with tough. Ignore them. No, I usually, yeah. I'm an earth elemental, so... Oh, look. That's actually a really cool picture of him. That looks like it's from... Is that from his... that Tron Dojin? I'm pretty sure that is. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? Yeah, it looks like it. It's the art style. I mean, I don't know what yaoi dojins are. I am not a fangirl. Sorry, excuse me. Moving on. Yeah, I don't really care much for teamwork. Probably part of why I don't have a job yet. Okay, personally, I don't enjoy, but I've been told I do really good at it. In situations where I've been forced into being a team leader. No. Into destructing things. Grammar? I mean, if I'm mad, I'll punch a wall, but... that just sounds cheesy. Yes. No. Well... I'll just say no preference. It doesn't count if I was doing it to get someone, not something, right? Yeah. I get a little it. Not particularly. Who I am, maybe. Where I came from, no. I know where I came from and I hate it. There's nothing here but cows. Okay. I wouldn't say so. There are certain things that'll get on my nerves really easily, but for the most part. Yeah, show me my results. I'm scared. Who am I gonna get? Huh. The way the fuck down here. I mean, kinda can see it. Can't see that one. Maybe. Oh, hell no. I might be a yandere, but I'm not that extreme. It wouldn't actually hurt anyone. I don't like that thought. Out of all of these, blue. Navy blue is my third favorite color. Sword. I wouldn't mind a revolver, but I would prefer a sword. I don't care what kind of sword, just sword. Determination. Just kidding. I don't know. Most appealing. Got friends already. More than I really want, to be honest. Never particularly had any problems with that, so... I don't know what I'd be getting revenge on, or who. I don't like my family. That much, at least. They're just kind of meh. They're there. Fun? I don't know. I don't really have fun. We have an ongoing joke, me and my boyfriend, that I take the fun out of everything because I over-examine it and then get really bored of it. Determination or forgiveness, probably. Because I can be pretty determined, but at the same time I do tend to quit things when I get ahead. So, I'll go for that. I'm very bad at sticking through with things. I have a bad track record of starting something, getting pretty far into it, and then just giving up. Calm most of the time. I guess. Is it considered violent if I happen to sometimes punch my friends when they are talking to me for like no reason? I'm just kidding. I don't actually do that. I do get pretty sarcastic though. And play fight. Asks me for food. Yeah, I'd probably take her into the store, buy her something. I mean, if I give her all my money, she's just gonna go spend it on candy, and that's not exactly nutritious. I don't know. It doesn't specify if she's an orphan or not. And again, I could buy her food and then... Playing with children is always fun. I used to work in a nursery at a church, so I know for a fact I'm pretty good with kids. And this is a small, innocent thing that probably needs a friend. It doesn't specify if she's an orphan, but I might assume, based on taking her in, like adopting her. Maybe I would adopt. I don't know. No, realistically, I probably wouldn't be able to, but I would do as close to that as I possibly could, because I feel specifically inclined to help children because I had nobody there to help me when I was a child. So. Oh, what? Don't know. There. Maki. We'll even go to a restaurant. I don't see a point. I don't know, one of those two. I feel like I would just... There's no point waiting for a marshmallow, I can just go get real food. Myself. Maybe my friends, but mostly myself. Myself would include everything I care about, which would include all of this. In a sense. You're pointless. If it's necessary. Pointless. Oh, look. I like to insult others. Well, I mean, I did call my friend a soggy... Okay, I'm not gonna repeat that one on YouTube. It had a word that's pretty frowned upon in it. I said it entirely in affection, though. I insult people for fun reasons. Crazy, rough, cold but still caring. Yeah. I have a lot of friends, I just don't always hang out with them all the time. And when I do, I'm pretty quiet and sarcastic, so that one makes sense. Don't losing my friends. Give me a second. Grammar. Grr. Making my parents proud of me. Well, I've got one that's always proud of me and one that's never gonna be proud of me, so whatever. That's what I'm getting paid for. Getting rich. More confident, but I believe if I figure myself out the rest of the way, I might get more confidence, so I guess that encompasses itself. Hope. I'm Nagito. Hope is absolute good. Any and all things done in the name of hope are absolutely right, aren't they, Hajime? That scene. I don't think I even did it right. Mind games. Biting and scratching. Blinding others. I don't even know what characters some of these are supposed to be. I mean, like, that's clearly Tifa, right? I don't know about luck. Good old gun. Power of hope and a sword. I'm not gonna go with an anime cliche. I was joking about that one. Sword, probably. Very strange villains. Imagine there's quite a few people. Dramatic cutscenes. I like the villains, they're weird. I like Kuja. Kuja's nice. His man bone. That one's a large reason why I like the game so much. Found it relatable. Imagine, yeah, that took itself to an ad. Oh, thanks for a description of the entire game. Damn. Matter of perspective. Who is to say which one is which? Everyone has a different opinion on the matter. I like black. Blonde is the closest thing to red. Actually, red is a mutation of blonde, so technically I'm still technically blonde. In a way. What appeals to me? The church is really pretty. I like stained glass and flowers. They look pretty. I like pretty things. Motorcycle. Motorcycles add 50 cool points. An Aerith fan. Thank you. This one gets so obvious. But I mean, this could apply to 3 people. I'm gonna go off on a limb and assume this one's Zack, this one's Angeal, that one's obviously Sephiroth, that one's obviously Genesis, and I'm pretty sure that one's Cloud, because that's the fusion sword. And out of all of them, just off a basis of how much I like the appearance, I'd go with fusion sword. Also, I like dual wielding. My character in Skyrim is almost always a dual wielder. I think in Terra I played the tank that has dual wielding. I like dual wielding. Meh. I mean, there's clearly shit they're doing wrong, but there's also a lot of good people like Reeve in there too. I think with enough time it could have been salvaged on its own. Melodrama. I know that's his death line, or the line right before he does the big fight. Apparently in Japanese what he said was more closely translated to "come and get served," and I kinda like that, but... yeah, yell at memories to stay is nothing else, cause... stupid past stop coming back to haunt me. Whoa, I has message. Okay. What do I seek? Yeah, right. I don't have honor. These are so obvious. It's just so bad. Challenge him to a duel. Fight me. Fight me! Fight me. It depends on what friend it is, though. But for the most part, fight me. Depends, but if someone's bad enough to be considered my archenemy. Train. Patiently wait for shit. I'm gonna always be training. I don't ever feel strong enough. That's why I'm still doing weightlifting. Never give up. Yeah, never give up. Just don't show it. Not very well, at least. I kind of feel bad about that sometimes. Okay, well, that's Vincent's song, but I actually like that song a lot. I have it on my phone. It was my ringtone for a while. I've always gotten that one. Oh, word describes me. Where is that one? Oh. Determination. You can do anything if you keep trying and trying and trying and trying and trying, or so everyone tells me. Woo. Antisocial means you're a sociopath. Not that you hate socializing. Hating socialization is avoidant. Being a psychology major really ruins things for you. I like working out quite a bit, actually. I mean, supposedly, but Einstein jealous is a little bit of a stretch. I mean, I don't think even Stephen Hawking would put that one down. Only a narcissist would put something like that. But I do tend to get pretty good grades in most classes. And on the subjects that I personally am good at and that I prefer to do, I am pretty intelligent. The smell up. I mean, I would take classes on religion. It's kind of an interesting subject, but I've always wanted to take fencing. There was one martial arts class somewhere in town that once you get past a certain point, they teach you how to use a sword. And if I had money... Yeah, that's what I plan on doing. Regular infantry. Since I do plan on going into the military. I mean, I could go for an officer position, like my family wants me to do, but I'm not that fond of being in charge of things. Dang. It's like on one hand, expecting everyone to respect the person, and the other hand is like, if I was a leader, everyone would just want to kill me. And I mean, I probably could if I absolutely had to. I know that from experience. I just prefer not to. I hate it. It makes me uncomfortable. Using me as something I'm not done. It wants to hurt me. What do you do? Not what you would do in your imagination. I know how to fight, so if I have to, I can, but I do tend to prefer rationalizing with people first. I have some minor training in de-escalating situations. I mean, I'm majoring in science. I do have a pretty good language arts skill, though. I used to get pretty good grades in creative writing and in my English classes. Actually, I got an award at my school for that. So maybe I should put that one. Yeah. I wouldn't say doubts, just I'm open to others, too. I pick random deities out of other things sometimes. I've actually taken an alignment test before. Sure, neutral. I care about myself and my friends, and beyond that, whatever happens, happens. Yeah, it's not my fight, why would I care? I'm not either one of those people, I don't know the situation. For all I know, the cop could be having a bad day and be on the verge of losing his job if he doesn't catch someone, or the thief could have murdered someone, or maybe he really is just starving and there's no way to know. Both of them have their own lives outside of this, and you have no idea what it is, so why get involved? I'd struggle, but I'd make sure I got it. I'm not good at taking care. I need 50 pounds, but if I have to, I can push it, I can get a cart. My IQ, I've never taken my IQ test. Yeah, when I'm in the mood to do something, it's hard to distract me. If I'm not in the mood to do something and I have to do it, then it's pretty easy. Like, if I'm cleaning my room, I'll get distracted, like, oh, hey, look, an old makeup I didn't know I still had. I'm a Virgo. Apparently. Most closely resembles, or mirrors, psychology technically does kind of fall into the medical field in a way. Oh, wait. I do want to join the military first, though, so. I'm pretty patient. I actually have pretty good reflexes most of the time. Well, at least it didn't call me a hobbit. Yeah, I can respect people that do it. But personally, I wouldn't be able to. You mean. Are we talking garden like for seeds? 'Cause yes. I mean, the Jedi Academy would be nice, but when Anakin executes Order 66, I don't really want to be stuck in the Jedi Temple, so no, I'll pass. I'm good at problem solving, but it takes me a while to do. In the heat of the moment, though, I do. But I wouldn't consider that intelligence, I'd consider that instinct. Rather clear, thought-out instinct, but it's still instinct. Run a race against 500 other competitors. Be 3 past. I don't run. Especially not in a race with people that actually like running. No. I've never seen myself as a healer type. I like punching things. And hitting things with swords and shit. Oh no, a dragon. The fucking shield. Yeah, let's do shit like that. You just don't have a life. If I don't get red mage, I swear.
It is bedtime.
Go away. I guess I do tend to play tank, but oh gosh, that again. I don't really like wearing armor. Okay, I guess that's it.